Is it possible to be surrounded by family and still feel completely alone? If you've ever wondered that and felt guilty for even asking, this one's for you. Family loneliness doesn't usually look like an empty house. It's sneakier than that. Let me paint a few pictures. See if any of them feel familiar. Maybe it's the Sunday call that used to be an hour long, and now it's 4 minutes about the weather and gotta run, work's crazy. You hang up grateful you heard their voice, and a little bit hollow too, both at once. Or maybe it's the family group chat. Everybody's in it, everybody's talking, and somehow you're the one typing something twice and deleting it both times because you're not sure it'll land or anyone will even notice. Or it's Thanksgiving. The table's completely full, and you're sitting right in the middle of it. And somehow you spend the whole dinner watching everyone else's conversations instead of being in one. Or it's the grandbaby who used to run to the door when you visited, who now gives you a hug that's more habit than hunger, answers your questions in one word, and goes back to their phone. Nobody did anything wrong. Growing up just does that sometimes, and it still stings. Or maybe it's not even family. It's the friend of 40 years who moved near her own kids, 2 states over, and the calls that used to be weekly are now a birthday text. And you understand completely, and you still miss her like a limb. None of these people stopped loving you. That's the part that makes this kind of lonely so hard to explain to anyone. There's no villain in this story. Just a slow drift that nobody meant to cause, and nobody quite knows how to reverse. So what do you actually do with a loneliness that has no villain? Here's what I found helps. Not to erase the feeling, but to stop it from running the whole show. The first one, be the one who calls first, even if it feels one-sided. It stings to always be the one reaching out. But somebody has to go first, and waiting for it to be fair just means more silence for everyone. Call anyway. Let it be one-sided for a while. Most of the time it isn't. They just needed the door opened. The second one, trade "how are you" for a real question. How are you gets a one-word answer every time, from anyone, any age. Try trading it for something that proves you actually know their life. Did you make the shot at practice you were nervous about? How'd the band sound at the show? Did you beat that level in the game you couldn't get past? Those aren't small talk questions. They're proof you were listening the last 5 times they talked. And that's what actually gets a real answer back. I'd rather have 5 real minutes with you than 50 polite ones. The third one, build one relationship that isn't about the family role you play. Inside the family, you're always somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother. That's a beautiful thing. But it's also a role, and roles don't always leave room for the parts of you that are just you. Find one friendship, one group, one afternoon a week, where you get to just be a person, not a position in somebody's family tree. The fourth one, let the goodbye at the grandchild's door be about the hug, not the words. You can't force a 15-year-old to want to talk the way a 5-year-old did, but you can keep showing up with the same steady love without needing it returned the same way right now. Most of the time it comes back later, often when you least expect it, and usually when they need you most. Love doesn't need to be loud to still be working. The fifth one, say the lonely part out loud to one person you trust. The heaviest part of this kind of loneliness is carrying it silently, because it feels embarrassing to admit you're lonely when you're technically surrounded by people who love you. Say it anyway to one person. I've been feeling lonely lately is a complete sentence. It doesn't need an explanation, and it doesn't need to be fixed. It just needs to be heard. So, can you be surrounded by family and still feel alone? Yes. More people feel this than will ever say it out loud. And none of it means your family loves you any less. And none of it means something's wrong with you for still feeling it. If there's one thing I want you to carry out of this video, it's this. The people who love you aren't always the ones who reach out first. Sometimes they're just waiting for you to. Tell me in the comments, which one of those moments hit closest to home? I read every one, and I promise you'll see you're far from the only one who felt it.